hoping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. Make sure you guys go ahead and pull up. Since some of the titles couldn't be updated, let's go ahead and make it a nice solid stream for everybody. I know the markets are definitely testing everybody. We're breaking even lower and a little bit lower, but it's actually like, especially with BNB, is some of the prices that we talked about, fam. So that's why it's important that we get this, stream kicked off and get everybody up in here, because some of this stuff was some of the possibilities that we had, right? We had that downside risk. Aster did pump for one reason or another. CZ bought a bunch of it, got some hype around it, but then that hype even died out itself. So, the markets really took a blow again, and we got to cover this so we know exactly we got to get in where we fit in. We can't just keep watching this. Are we shorting this thing? Are we going long on the markets? Are you guys going to drop me some alpha in the chat? That's really what I want to know. We're also going to bring up some more plays for you guys. Make sure if you guys are trying to stay engaged, make sure we get max engagement on this X account right here. It's super important for all of your guys' bags. We are live. Let's get this stream rolling and going. Let me share this in here so like that when people pull up, we can get everybody up in here. Let's like this. Let's retweet that. And let's get the views up. The more numbers, the more people that pull up. I know the markets are testing everybody. Everybody's like, man, what a Monday. This was a kick to the stomach. But let's engage. Let's get those active communities, those communities that are holding the floors really strong. Let's get them in here. Let's talk about what's going on in the market. Make sure, like I said, you guys give me a follow at Rico Moneybags. Let's go ahead and look at what's going on. We got the overall crypto market cap definitely pulling back a lot more than just some. It's at 3.53 trillion. And yeah, it sucks. It's not that exciting right now. We could feel it, man. Let's be honest, right? We could feel it. Doesn't feel that like, oh my God. But you know what? We're going to talk about what we've been talking about for a while. Some of these lower prices, some of these rejections on the 200 moving average, and making sure that we respect the trend. Even Rico Moneybags. Let's get Rico this. We all got to respect the trend. Here we go right now with BTC. Let's start up here on the daily chart. This is the best way to start off with this thing, just to see what we got going on. And I do want to give a big shout out to Blunt. If you guys are just pulling up, I'm actually going to shill this right now because sometimes I get so into the zone and I kind of forget. So if you guys are interested in the indicator that I'm using, come over here to Blunt House Technical Analysis, this website, and contact him at the bottom. And then he'll help you set up your, we're also going to have him up on Wednesday. We got a cool stream on Thursday. Oh man, that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Some alpha there. But if you guys want to use the same indicator that I'm using, also just pull up to his X account right here and give him a follow, because this is the indicator that we're going to be talking about. Give him a follow at Blunt420. And you guys know those are the numbers to the space. That's like the secret code. 69420 is what we talk about in the crypto space. So let's paste that right there for you guys. And then we'll get into this indicator, because it's what we're using right now. This is kind of giving us a little bit of some market clarity right now. And we were talking about yesterday and the other days how we were still working off this sell signal. Yeah, we had some green candles, but this right here is how we have to respect that trend no matter what. Like those higher time frames during the sell signal, man, during the sell signal, we'll have a couple green days where it makes it feel like something amazing is about to happen, but nope, that didn't happen, right? So here goes the sell signal over here, crossed over right at this price, right by the 20 moving average, right at a 111. And, yes, we had some green candles and it was looking pretty good, but we never printed that buy signal on this daily chart right here. So this is why we're having a little bit of issue right now. Now, granted, we are seeing a lot of wicks push this thing back up. A lot of wicks push that right back up. Like, they want to move the chart back up, which is nice. But this is why we've been talking about if we, broke underneath this 200 moving average, we'd be seeing some lower prices. And that's why we're seeing some of this, like, not the best prices right now, because the chart is basically eyeing, it keeps breaking underneath this 200 moving average. How many times can it break underneath this 200 moving average where eventually, that just kind of gives, and then it comes down to this lower value range at, 103,000. So 103,000 and a half. Now, if it lost that lower value range and it kept trading underneath the 200, this is, some other prices. Most people don't want to talk about them, but we got 94K. We got lower down here at 84K. And yeah, we got to respect some of the stuff on the chart, fam. If you're shorting it, fine, you get to short it for a while. But if you're trying to find your longs, you definitely want to be careful and respect the trend. Man, I'm telling you guys, I'm speaking from experience, even myself, right? You can see how the chart, basically this 4-hour chart, we're still working off this sell signal right here. We had this buy signal here. Things were starting to look kind of good. They started to pick up. But again, once we're underneath this 200 moving average, it's like it just Like it's like everything we try to do, whatever counter punch we try to punch with, whatever the market tries to come up with, it just doesn't happen, right? So let's stay let's stay grounded, let's stay sharp in the space. What's up, Saphir? Welcome in, broski. Um, and at the end of the day, the market is going to turn back around, and we're going to cook up some things as well. We're waiting for that for the market to turn back around because everybody right now is on the sidelines. Like the majority of the people are like, I'm gonna stable up, or I'm gonna close my trades. I'm on the sidelines right now, so you got more people withdrawn from the market than anything. So we definitely want to play things smooth with that, right? Right here, the 200 moving average bouncing off the lower value range right down here on this price at 105. It did wick down here. If it can get above these moving averages, this is where the party's on. But this is still not a broken trend. It's 4 hour chart. Most people might be like, okay, this green candle is good, but don't you start trying to buy that green candle right there. I'm talking from experience, man. I learned my lesson. I have to learn it a couple times sometimes, right? I think we all do. You can see like, okay, there's a green candle, but this thing's not even close to crossing over. The T line and the 5 moving average is not even close to crossing over. So you might want to be like, hey, okay, cool for that green candle, and I'm all for it. I'm excited for you guys, but it's not above this moving average, and this is why we've been more on the more downside risk than anything. I know the markets were showing a little bit of light, and it was like almost getting exciting. We're getting over the 200. We're working towards it. But when we didn't break above it, this is why we see all this price got rejected. We see this coming all the way down. And this is the first cross on the 1 hour chart, right at 112. This is technically the first tap, and this is another try right here. And if it fails, and you get a sell signal on the 1 hour chart, short it, F it. I mean, just freaking short it. On the 1 hour chart, it's going to come down. It's off a major moving average, just like how you would do it on the opposite side. Bouncing off of that major moving average. It's bouncing off of this one right here. I said, nope, we're shorting it. So here goes your short signal from around 111 all the way down to 106. No buy signal just yet. No buy signal. What's up, Profit Bear, man? What's up, everybody? Yes, man. I appreciate you pulling up, man. We got to stick together. The markets are testing us right now. They are testing us. We're working off a Nas energy drink too. It's been a while. So this video, this live stream is sponsored by Nas energy drink. Glad to be here in the trenches with the fam. I am Rico. We are all Rico. Shout out to you, broski, for real, man. That's what we're trying to do here, man. We're just trying to all get rich and just all be rich and stay being rich, right? And this is how we stay sharp, man. Pulling up to these streams helped me stay sharp. Like even right now, like I was optimistic on the market too. It was looking really good, but even with like Aster, like I'll show you guys once we get to Aster in just a bit. I appreciate you guys letting the stream fill up. It got me excited, and I did dip my toes back in, and I dipped my toes right back out because it was done data, right? Because those higher time frames, they couldn't break that 200 moving average. So these charts still have a lot of work to do. And right now, hey, we're bouncing off this moving average or this lower value range where we've been before. Let's see if we find some support down here at 106 and start to come back up to this point of control at 110, breaking 110, going to 111. But if this trend continues, we probably will see lower prices. I know everybody doesn't want to hear that. And trust me, I wanted November to be pumping too. Some people are trying to call it no bear member or something like that. I don't know how to put it in there. Something like that. It was something that made me laugh earlier. But here we are. I mean, we got all these moving averages spread out. We're on the lower value range. These charts still got some work to do. So BTC is still in a downtrend. And we look at these major moving averages. We look at these crucial time frames, and just for you'll get chopped up on these lower time frames right now because the overall trend is down. So all these, unless you're looking for shorts in all these trades and you're trying to like, eeny weeny teeny, trying to short, if you're trying to short this nonstop and find your shorts, then hey, more power to you. But going long right now, you can get in some serious trouble. November, I want it to be. Here we go. Look, trying to 200, trying to 200, trying to 200, failed. Boom, trying to 200, failed. Trying to come up here again, fails. Like, God, even on the 5 minute, you can see how much trouble, even on the 5 minute chart, when you're underneath the 200 moving average, because this is fractal. I mean, you could trade this 1 minute, 2 minute. I don't advise you guys to because it snaps back and forth a lot more on the lower time frames. But even on this 5 minute chart, yeah, above the 200 moving average from right here to up here, from this section to there, that's all on the above the 200. You get underneath this thing, and it's all bearish all over again. Get underneath it right here, freaking bearish. and that's why we've been bearish. So that's why the market's been a little not that exciting. I'm all hyped up for what's coming up. Release, man. Me too, man. The excitement in the excitement is patable. Okay, I got you. Jesus about to make hype when there ain't no hype, man. And that's what it's all about, honestly. Like, that's what it's really all about. Like, I've been working on some utility. I did some IRL testing yesterday. We got the venue in San Diego. Like, XPX is tied to BNB really strong. So when BNB pulls back, our market cap pulls back. And I'm sure people are like, man, our market cap is like, we got to let BNB do what BNB has to do. And then when BNB goes back up, it's just as exciting again. But we'll get to BNB in just a bit. Thank you guys for pulling up. If you guys can, it's super crucial that you guys go to X as well. Like and repost on X, fam. The more reposts we get on X, the more people are going to hear what we're going to talk about. We're going to put in some overtime on the overtime, get some work done. Yeah, let's tap in, fam. We're still on Bitcoin. Just get comfortable. We're only 9 minutes in. Okay, so still some work to do on this BTC chart. Let's go to BNB next. Let's keep it moving. We're still, hey, you guys are gonna see me when I hop on the stream. I'm be like, whoa, we're above it right now. But right now, hey, we're still in that we got work to do scenario, which is annoying. Here goes one that I wanted to show you guys that I think if you guys are really rocking with me, and I know sometimes it can get redundant, and fam, I love you guys. Nothing but love and respect, right? And sometimes even for myself, I'm like, sheesh, we're under the 200, above the 200, like, God, just happened already, right? But these are examples right now when we keep paying attention where we can see the light at the end of the tunnel because why is this yellow line right here, right? And it's leading up to this lower valley range. And we talked about this sell signal on BNB right here on the daily chart. On the daily chart, it gave it to you up here. You don't have to trade on a 1 minute chart and get wrecked left and right because the volume's all crazy and all these things are going on. Right here, we got a sell signal above the 50. You could have waited for it to start breaking underneath the 50. Fine, take that trade right there. But here you go right now. And we actually talked about this. Not because I'm a guru, not because I'm better than anybody, not because I'm smarter than you, just because we see this gap right here, right? And we're like, hey, this thing will probably come down to this lower valley range. We wouldn't be too shocked, right? That, it's selling right here, it's losing support. The rest of the markets, you know, not feeling too good, right? The euphoria is a little bit out of the room. So if it fell through this 50 moving average and traded inside of this volume gap, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw the lower valley range. And if you guys remember, I was saying if you notice the lower valley range is getting really close to this yellow line where it's matching up. And this is how we did this. This is why this yellow line was already here. And you're seeing it kind of come to life right now. Not because I'm a guru, nor am I ever going to try to pretend to be. I want to keep learning as much as I can every single day. But this is what we can have if the markets can turn back around and this 50 moving average get like this, right? But like we said, there's a big but in the market right now, and it's backing it up on you because it's in trouble right now. It's a troubling space, right? It just keeps slipping down, and we can tell that the hype is kind of not there right now. Like Prophet Bear was saying, we want some of that hype to come back, and I think this is the great time to keep your community engaged, be creative, and keep pushing because we can't will the market back up, right? Like even though we're bullish on BNB, even though all these bullish things are happening around BNB with the, being able to trade Tesla, being able to trade Nvidia, being able to trade these things on PancakeSwap because of Ondo, like that's on the Binance Smart Chain. That's crazy bullish. People can trade 24/7. Instead of waiting when the market opens again, they can just trade on PancakeSwap and be trading Tesla 24/7. And well, why is that not pumping BNB? Because sometimes, that's not what pumps stuff. Sometimes the chart still has to do what it has to do, and this is a perfect case of what we've been covering. And although we had this buy signal at first, and we were looking really good, I was like, hey, if this price gets rejected, we get some sell signals. It's been tapping on here for quite a while. If it rolls over, this is the downside risk right here, breaking through this 50 moving average, right? So this is what we got going on right now. If BNB can hold to this price right here, where we've seen coming up, let's see. Let me open this up. So let's move this over right there. Scoot this up just so it's not that noisy right now. All right. And I mean, these are the exact prices we talked about. We even said, hey, could it even come down here? But this lower value range, we picked it not because we're guru stuff, but hey, price has been here before. This lower value range, this volume profile really helps us out. And here it goes right here. And we know if it breaks one level, it finds the next, and bam, I mean, it's right there. You can see it happening right there. So this is why we got to practice this stuff. And you can see BNB breaking that level and finding the next. If it can find this level and hold on to it, that's really good. And then if it doesn't, obviously we got to talk about, this gap can be right here, closer to the 200 moving average, which we talked about, 859, and even lower ones down here at six something, which would really hurt the market. Honestly, that the market would be pretty irritated with that. So let's see if the market starts to turn on. BNB definitely has some work to do. Let's go to ETH as well. It's been pulling back, and we'll have a lot of the similar stuff to talk about with these plays. And then we'll get into the deck screener. We'll have some degen fun. I got some alpha for you guys as well. We're going to be having a play up on Thursday, but I'm going to get you guys warmed up to the idea a little bit early and kind of give you guys the contract address, and maybe it's something that you guys are interested in when we check it out. All right, let's go to Ethereum next. Welcome in everybody who's pulling up right now. Appreciate you guys. I know the markets are like, man, I don't even want to. Man, it's Monday. They don't turn. The markets are not turning around. But this is why we do what we do, because even on BNB, and that's on, XBX's pair today, and we're super bullish on it. It was looking like it wanted to pull back. Here goes. How did we put this yellow line here already? We how is this yellow line here already? Like, you see that? Like, that was crazy. Like, this is why we keep pulling up on this channel and we keep talking about stuff to keep ourselves sharp, because this line right here is way before we even get to this line. This 200 moving average, the way it's trailing like this, we drew this already before ETH got to this point right now. And like I said, not because we're a guru, not because I'm better than anybody. I'm not smarter than you. We're just practicing this stuff and we're noticing these patterns. And hey, we've seen this gap right here. Boom, we've been talking about this for a while, remember? We talked about this funny shape that I almost drew. You guys can get the idea of what's almost starting to come out. It wasn't me being bearish, a couple of weeks ago. It's just like, hey, we were pretty hot for a while. We started to break underneath the 50 moving average. You can kind of see price starting to trend down. And, if it broke underneath this mark right here, this 200, we were going to see some lower prices. Somebody even said during the stream, they're like, whoa, don't tell me $2,500 ETH. I don't think that's sounding too crazy right now. Right? The way the markets are feeling, we're not at $4,500 ETH. We're at $3,500 Ethereum right now. And how in the heck do we have this line already drawn out? And ETH is literally bouncing right on this yellow line that we have drawn out. If it bounces off of this and it can trade back to the upside, that's even better, right? This is what we would want to see on the bullish side, that we're bouncing on this. We break past that 50 moving average, which we see it right here, right? It's trailing down. If we can get above that thing, and break above the point of control up here, we go back to the upper value range. This upper value range is 4,800. That's the market's back roaring. Dang, I just lost power. Have to go to mobile. Man, bro's dedicated. He said he lost power. I'm switching to mobile. Make sure you're good, bro. I mean, like no other communities right here. So we were talking about what's up. What's up, Kenny, man? Welcome in, fam. So this is a perfect example of why we pull up, fam, and how do we have this already set up before it happened? And it's just because we've been tracking price for all these days. It can get, like, oh my God, we're tracking the same price. But when it starts to play out and you start to see where you can either capitalize on it or you're protecting your investment, it's not that boring or it's not that redundant at that point. When it's just trading sideways and it's going through the chop, and this is a daily chart, so we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these days, 2-3 weeks of sideways trading. You're like, man, what is price going to go up or down, Rico? I don't like when we're talking about it going sideways, and that's what we did for a while, just trade sideways. But when you see that downside risk that we've been talking about, wouldn't you want to know that's going to happen? When you want to know, like, hey, let me buy some more Ethereum down here so I can buy my next favorite play with more buying power. And like I said, if it bounces off of this and we get a buy signal on this 200, I'm bullish on it all over again. Let's see what we got going on the 4 hour, and then we'll keep it moving. We're going to look at Aster next, because obviously this one had a little pump and then it turned right back around and really showed out. It went up and then came right back down. All that hype, and again, nothing was there. And I actually got a trade in, and then 2 trades later, I got stopped out. I said, okay, market's still shaky. So we're going to talk about it and why, kind of that it was just a trade and it didn't turn into a runner. And I think that's a good example. So, yeah, ETH, I think the daily chart is where it's at, man. We need a buy signal on this. And if we break underneath this, lower valley range is 3,000. We'll see what's up. Let's go to Aster next because Aster's been a little Aster lately. Let's talk about this one right here, being a little Aster. It did get a buy signal on the daily chart. That made me feel all excited. And then it took it right off. So, when you get a daily buy signal, you might want to wait a day or two, right? So I just say it's completely valid, right? A whole completely, like maybe a whole day. And on the 4-hour chart, you can see exactly what was going on. We got this buy signal. Cool, cool, cool. Make the money. Where did it come up to? The 200. This one barely has a 200. So it was nice to see this price action that we haven't seen in a while. It was kind of sparked by ZZ buying over $2 million of Aster. He's been loading up on it. This is his play. He's saying that he's going to keep loading up on. So, if he's buying a dip, I'm not saying that you're supposed to be buying a dip, right? Because everybody has their own strategy. But this is what kind of caused that little hype. And it brought it right back down, which was a little bit irritating because I was like, okay, maybe the races are on. But this is where this thing was just, it was a trade that didn't turn into a runner. Sometimes you just have a trade and you don't have a runner. And this is what I'm going to talk about right here, because this is when I started to get really excited on the 1-hour chart above this 200 moving average. I was like, man, we haven't done this in a while. We tried it a few times, but since up here, 195, we've been underneath this red line, right? If you look at this red line right here, that's just lagging, just trailing right there. Since 197, we've been underneath this, crashing it. We keep crashing. Yeah, there's buy and sell signals, but they're underneath the 200. So I'd be looking for shorts like crazy. I don't even bother trying to, because it snaps back so fast. That's like, I'll look for shorts in this section, right? Either you're shorting it here, you're waiting for your next short signal, boom. You're waiting for your next short signal, boom. You're waiting for your next short signal, boom. I'm not gonna. It's a lot of work when you try to long. Like, I'm not saying don't do it. You guys can do whatever you want with your own money. But it sometimes it feels like Blunt says, it's like pushing water uphill. Like, God, Lee, you're gonna get soaking wet. You're gonna get soaking wet. And, I mean, we got Aster pulling back even more. So, and right now is a perfect time to have your stops because, like I said, I got my toes back in and I got my toes right back out. Why? Because I got my stops and this market, what did it do? It came back down here. It's like, okay, cool, it's over. I don't want to. If I'm looking for longs above this, but underneath the 200, I'm looking for shorts, man. It's just easier for me. Everybody has their own style, and shout out to them for having their style. But I find it a lot easier. And this is where we were looking for. Okay, cool. It hasn't done this in a while. It hasn't broke above the 200 moving average. It tried right here, yeah, whatever. But this right here was, looking really nice, like just crazy movement, filled with fairy dust, of course. Now that we see it, but it finally broke above the 200, and I was like, okay, let's go to the 2-hour chart. And then we go to the 2-hour chart and we see this break above the 200 right here. I'm like, ooh, could this be the time that it turns into a runner? Because, like I said, we haven't even done this in a while. If we look on the 2-hour chart, it's been a hot minute since we touched the 200. Hot with no T on it, okay? Try saying hot with no T. Hot. Right here, 184. We got Jerry the Turtle, new roadmap. Get the whole community in here, man. We're about to have a lit stream. I don't know where you guys been, man. Stay bullish, man. Market go up, stay bullish. Market go down, stay bullish on your project. The market can be bearish, but you got to stay bullish on your project. Like, let's build the floor together. Get your community in here. I want to see some turtles in the chat. I dare you. But right here, 2-hour chart, and this is why I was starting to get excited. And boy, was that excitement short-lived. Because, I mean, check this out. 200 moving average up here. We're underneath it, 184. We didn't touch that thing in a hot, I'm saying hot with no T, hot minute. And it wasn't until right now, yesterday, we were seeing this price action. I was like, okay, nice. Okay, the 2 hours above the 200. We haven't seen that in a while. Then we come to the 3-hour chart. The 3-hour chart is where access denied. Open sesame didn't work. Abracadabra didn't make the magic trick happen. The trade didn't turn into a runner because we could see right here on the 3-hour chart where that just got rejected. And I thought that this was going to be that moment. So this is where that's a perfect example how it can turn into a runner, because obviously if we get above that, that was nice. And we're seeing, working off the 1-hour chart, boom, it's above it. Nice. 2-hour chart, boom, above it. Cool. Let's go. Run it. 3-hour chart, door gets slammed in the face. Bam. We get some wicks above that, and then the door gets slammed. And then we get our sell signal. Rejection at that 200 was crazy. And on the 4-hour chart, you can see the same thing. So just keep an eye on this, man. If you guys are wondering if you guys don't want to get your emotions, you know, twisted up, whether it's a green thumbnail or a red thumbnail, and you guys just want to know exactly what's going on, that's as easy as it is right now. Back for more. What's up, man? Man, I love that. Fire chicken, man, that sounds good. There's some ATL wings in Arizona. It just tastes amazing. Oh my god! If you guys are ever in that Arizona area, go to ATL Wings and you guys are gonna love it. Promise you. Just get the spiciest ones that they got. Thank me later. You're gonna be going, but the flavor is through the roof. It's just not hot for no reason. I mean, the flavor is through the roof. But he's like, bro, I came for crypto, not not for your best wing spot in Arizona talk. I don't know my best wing spot here in Nevada right now. I just be there's so much food here. You could just eat wherever. I think one spot that I went with RTR was really good in Chinatown. It was fire. All right, man. So Aster being an aster, okay. I heard that. But right now, Aster's definitely being Aster, and that's all right, man. That's just what the markets are gonna do. Whatever time frame you look at it, it's like don't even fight it. Here goes even on the 15-minute chart above the 200. Look how bullish that is. 15-minute chart underneath the 200. Don't even look at it. Act like you never seen it before. So who are you? What are you about? You know, don't have no emotional attachment to it because ever since they broke underneath this 200 moving average, this has been bull. Look at this right here. 105, you could have got out. You could have shorted it right there. This was a great short on the 15-minute chart. Short, get out. Break into 200. Cool. Stay in this short. Never broke above the 20. The markets are a little bearish right now. That's all good. That's why I want some crypto. That's why we're doing the crypto shill show. I need some alpha. I want to see some communities pulling up. So get your communities in here if you guys have them. We got some plays that we're going to talk about. I got one that I want you guys to check out. That's kind of news. I'm not going to go deep into it because we're going to be doing something Thursday. But I do want you guys to do your research before most likely a lot of things start to evolve around it. So I'm giving you guys some alpha a little bit early, man. Yo, Rico, no crying in the casino, man. Repost this, man. If you guys are on X and you haven't reposted this, what are you doing? I'm trying to pump your bag, fam. All right, here goes a play for you guys that I want you guys to go check out. We're going to do just a quick overview on this because we're going to be doing a deep dive on it, actually. But I'm going to post a contract out just because you guys are DJs first, and then you do your due diligence. Let me copy this. Let's get that Thierry community up in here. Go repost, man. I'm going to bring you guys up. I mean, it's easy marketing. I mean, the more numbers we bring in this, the more people see your bag. We just had that other project that we were covering. They just bonded, man. And I went to one of their spaces. They're like, they're super nice. Shout out to them, Oliver the monkey. And we covered them before they bonded. And, after that stream, and not saying it was a stream because I think they got a fantastic community, but, if you get your whole community here, your whole community's reposting it and everybody's seeing that, there's some extra exposure, especially right now with the market conditions, how they are. It's like, man, we got to at least do that part, because we can't will the market. We can't, I've tried to do a couple rain dances and, nothing but cactus fell. So let's so we got to play right here. I'm going to go over it really quick, okay? Just really quick. And then we're going to do some actual deep dive because I'm bringing you guys the alpha, okay? I'm kind of doing it the right way, man. I'm just giving you guys some alpha. So turn any meme coin into a perpetual machine. The protocol will automatically buy and sell tokens at higher prices using the trading fees generated by the token to fuel perpetual growth. Okay, this is P for a perpetual. Okay, you guys see it right here, 260K market cap. You guys are probably looking at this like, what the heck is this going to be about? And we're going to be talking about this as this evolves. And I think we got ourselves something right here. I want you guys to tap in, join their Telegram, let them know that I sent you guys over. Like I said, Thursday we got a banger show for P that I know you guys are going to love. Oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's go to Telegram. Join this Telegram. I'm already in there, and possibly we'll be doing a giveaway, but you guys got to be inside of this Telegram to make sure. But I'm going to go into this a little bit more, right? A little bit more. We did do a space earlier if you guys want to learn a little bit more. This was a space earlier that we were in. If you guys missed this, I'm also going to share this right here. Come on, Thierry. There ain't no crying in the casino. Come on, Airborne, repost this. Let's go. I want to see this thing like turned up for real. I want people tearing up from how live this is. This is the Crypto Shll Show. Like, bring your bags to the table, man. Bring your bags to the table. Markets are freaking beating us up. They're not that exciting right now. I need something new to be excited about. I need that teary community to come up in here. I need tears of joy. So Rico, there's no crying in the casino. So these are not sad tears. Lisa, these are not sad tears. We'll have Airborne. So is Rico crying? There's no crying at the casino. So Airborne, these are not sad tears. All right, let's go into this. You guys are wild, man. I love the chat. Honestly, it's part of the fun. The infinity, right? So the infinity. So an automatic mechanism designed to accumulate tokens, sell into profit, and burn the perpetual meme supply, decentralized and forever. Self-sustaining growth, automated token accumulation, drives continuous value, appreciation, community-driven burns, profits fuel the burns, creating deflationary pressure, perpetual value creation, infinite growth cycle, powered by automated trading. And you're like, what does this all mean, right? Because I mean, let's go a little bit, and then we'll talk about a little bit more how we'll break it down, make it easy as to, Jerry the Turtle people. Let's get the turtles in here. You see this? You see the Terry community? I need to see some turtles up in here too. I need to see XPX in here too. I mean, the communities are pulling up. They've been pulling up super strong. So it's a vibe, man. What else have we got to do? You want to look at the charts going down forever? Let's have some fun and not cry, right? There's no crying in the casino. So automated market orders, trading orders, execute automatic on-chain, always selling with 20% profit, fully on-chain, no oracles, no counterparty risk. So we're going to break it down a little bit into like, where it's a little bit easier to understand, because everybody's like, what is this? Perpetual what? What are we doing, right? So smart contracts handle all operations without human intervention. We got concentrated liquidity maximizes return on deployment, automated profits. So we got algorithmic strategies capture profits 24/7 without monitoring. So what is this really all about, right? This Pepe right here. This is holding this Pepe right here, right? This one right here is also going to be buying back the real Pepe, right? The first Pepe. This is what we're going to be doing. And that Pepe, what the machine is going to be doing is buying that the Pepe that we all know, this meme coin over here, right? This one on this side, the Pepe that we all know, buying this one on the dips, and then when it goes up in profit, selling those profits, right, to buy this Pepe right here, the Pepe Perpetual. And this is something that the space hasn't really been talking about. This is actually pretty new. But when you're looking at dexes like Aster and you're talking about, a lot of perpetual coming into the space, this could be something where we're going to see a lot more of this, perpetual meme coins. And I think this has some potential, especially right now sitting at this market cap. And if this mechanism shows proof of work, that's all the market wants to see. You start to show, right, that this little mechanism right here is buying Pepe for the low, right? The OG Pepe, the Pepe that got all that meme power, and then it's selling it on the pump, and it's buying back this one and burning it. The minute people see that and can see that mechanism is working, that's super bullish. Now, the way this thing gets on steroids is you start unlocking the other ones, because just because it's called Pepe P doesn't mean that they're not going to have more, different perpetuals. And you're looking at this right here, the SPX 6900, the Bonk, the Shiba Inu, and you're seeing how this one project can get exposure to multiple meme communities. And so long as this mechanism is actually, buying, let's say, SPX 6900 on the dip, or the Bonk on the dip, or the Shiba Inu on the dip, the minute it goes up to that 20% profit, it's buying Pepe P and then burning it. I think that's pretty bullish, don't you think? So we know that these have a lot of volume. So these things can easily start to drive the volume, because we're tapping into the volume of the main coins, because as this machine's working, we'll start to kind of feed off of that volume a little bit, right? Because it's buying that Pepe for the low, it's selling it in profit. We can use that to support the volume. Imagine when all of them are lit up and they're all firing at the same time. So we're going to have more questions where we go more in depth, but I did want to give you guys a taste of this. I know the markets are testing us, but this will be a good floor for Pepe. If some of this community is already listening, let's hold this floor right here. Start to turn this thing around. I think a lot of people are going to like what you guys got going on right here. Let's go also to the X account. You guys can give them a follow at Perpetual Meme, and they actually got a pretty good website, perpetual.meme. That's a crazy domain. Lately, I've been nerding out on whoever can capture those fire domains. Okay, so don't say I didn't bring you guys some alpha. Like I said, alpha question mark, show me your gems. I'm showing you guys something right now, and something we're going to have a deeper dive in the coming days. You guys will see the link for that coming right around the corner. But I couldn't help myself. I'm like, man, this is right. Just fresh launch. You know, the markets are down. This is probably a good time to get some E for the low, and now, you know, get some of this the Pepe Perpetual token. Jump into MOD live on YouTube. I'm not sure who that is. All right, so let's go to the next play. And you know what? We got Thierry up in here, and I'm a community person, man. Seeing the Thierry community pull up. Let me see some teardrops in the chat, man. Let me see some, because the markets are testing everybody. Look at this chart. This is why you guys should be pulling up strong. I don't blame you. How could you not? I mean, you're like the only green chart right now. I mean, this is a nice looking, healthy chart. Let me see some teardrops in the chat, man. No crying in the casino. Hey, Rico, it would be great to have XPX on our game show. Okay, you will have a chance to be winning some soul and talk all about XPX. Cool. Nice. There we go. We got the teary faces. Oh, I see it. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, when people watch this stream later on and they see the chat like that you can't ignore that. Like, I would not ignore a chart that looks like this when the rest of the market's being smacked around. I would not ignore the chat being flooded with all these beautiful crying faces and them telling you, like, hey, I don't want to see none of this at the table. Man, shout out to Thierry, fam. And that's a proud thing. Like, let's be honest, right? Doesn't it feel good, like, when when your chart's the great looking chart and everything's like kind of being, okay, you guys are on stock twits, smart, crypto twits, nice. The stock twits. That's a nice thing, because that's thanks to you guys. You guys are solid. You guys are all holding right now. Like, if everybody just held and just let the market do whatever you don't need a crazy amount of volume. You just need everybody to hold. Let the markets turn back around. Stop selling on each other, right? And this is a perfect example of everybody not selling on each other. And this is why this thing's holding so strong. I mean, this is bullish. You guys should feel super proud of your guy. I'm going to share this link right here. This has got a culture call for you guys right here for sure. This is a money bag alert. You know, you want to pay attention to a community that pulls up to the chat that's strong. You want to pay attention to a chart that looks this healthy when the rest of the market is being smacked around. You don't want to miss out on these type of community members like this, these type of projects. At 255K market cap, you got a Solana over here. I think you got a Solana over here, right? Because, I mean, this is usually the devs don't even let you get in this early. You get to get in man, that's early. By the time you get to play, it's already at 700K, 1 million, you know? But you get to get in right now. 255K, that's easy gains right there. And, I mean, look at the chat. Those are real people right there spamming the chat with this little Thierry guy. And I think everybody can relate to this. There's not even a word for it. It's like a sound. This face that he's making right now. You don't even know how to. Somebody that probably known you for 5 years, or probably even longer than that, probably known you your whole life. When you make this face right here, that's a sound that they never seen you made before. Said Lisa, I never heard. What was that? Said Mimi, no. Cloudy, no. Wayne, what was that sound? No crying at the casino. So this is Thierry. Shout out to you guys. I want to, give you guys that exposure right here, because you guys definitely deserve it. And I love a vibrant community and a great looking chart. If you guys are looking for a Solana play, Thierry. Scared. Saphir, no comment. Okay, there we go. How many minutes did he last? Well, we're 40 minutes in. He's already, okay, that's not bad. We're barely taking a left turn 40 minutes in. That's not bad. When you see Saphir say no comment, that's, him and TK, once they start, we got feet jokes that start to come out. That's when we start to take a little left turn right there. But no, thank you guys for pulling up. Don't leave right away, man. Shill this like crazy. We're gonna check out some other plays. Let everybody know who's watching this. That hey, you guys are live. You guys, post in the chat. Get everybody, if they're in the TG, say hey, go over there and spam nonstop, man. Rico's showing us some love, and there's a lot of eyes on the play, and this could be something that this is what happens on the channel, man. So here we go. Oliver right here, when we were covering this thing before it graduated. Now it's graduated. Yes, it's pulled back because the rest of the market's pulled back, but this was a solid play, and I want you guys to go check out this community. A lot of great people in this community, and that's really what it's all about, man. Honestly, it's a slow cook doing its thing, but it did graduate, and I want to give them a congratulations because before, when they got on the stream, they really didn't graduate, and I don't want to be that guy that says those are some of the things that happen on the stream, but we do have a lot of great people in this chat. We have a lot of whales around us. We do have a lot of people that they'll sprinkle stuff. They'll sprinkle stuff. Why not? I mean, I do it, and I'm tapped in, and sometimes we talk about it late night. I'm like, hey, just throw a Solana on this. And granted, whoever did it did print, and yeah, it's pulling back, but so is the rest of the market. But when you go see the community, you guys see how they're moving. This is pretty good. So you got their alt deck listing. Okay, haven't heard of them before. So this is pretty cool. So just a little listing right here. Some more exposure. Nothing too crazy, but that's really nice. Moon or dust on Solana. Okay, get the whole moon and dust community up in here, man. Make sure you guys. Yeah, I mean it's your bag. Don't make me twist your arm behind your back to work for your bag. I mean that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Get your moon or dust community in here. This is what we do. We make things shake. Kicking up dust is a must. You ain't kicking up no dust. Man, it gets a little stagnant. So we kicking up some dust right now. So I need you guys to kick up some moon dust for me if you guys can. Shake up the chat for me. Get your community active and possibly tap into the over 500 people, man. Just repost the stream. Is that easy? Okay, we're gonna check it out. Make sure you guys repost the stream. DeFi, Sean, that's the least that you can do for your bag. You're not doing it for me. Honestly, I'm good regardless. So it's for your bag. So like that, the more reposts and likes and comments, X will keep pushing that out, and you guys will probably get more eyes on your guys' play. We're gonna check it out. But it's just good practice, especially right now when the markets are down. It's the least you can do is just max engage. Leave a comment, say, hey, Rico's bothering me about max engaging nonstop. This is my comment, Rico. Leave me alone, right? And I'll love that comment. Okay. So whatever you guys can do, but if you guys can like, repost, quote repost, just max engage on it. I mean, our bags can use it right now. Can we be honest? Can the bags? I think the Thierry community is holding really strong. They're like, speak for yourself, Rico. Thierry community holding strong, but I think max engagement on socials is the least that everybody can do for their bags across the board. I don't care what project you're a part of, max engage all the way. So here goes Oliver. I want you guys to come check out this one right here. I'm sure that this one will crawl right back up just because they got a great community. They're just being tested just like the rest of the market. They graduated and they have a space. Let's see this. This is today, 8 p.m. So that late night spate was the smooth as butter brown, the quiet storm. If you guys want a piece of the quiet storm, 11 p.m. Eastern time, you guys can pull up at the Oliver space. Okay. So Oliver, check them out, man. Check them out for sure. Let's see what else we got, and we're gonna go to Moon and Dust as well. I want you guys just get your community in here, make them kick up that dust, man. Get that moon dust everywhere. Let's go to Clash next. Thank you so much for the Captain BNB and the Thierry community just pulling up so strong. It makes it so much easier for me to just get the exposure on your guys' bag. Like just seeing everybody max engage, like my adrenaline pumps. And let's be honest, I'm not. This is a Nas sponsored stream today, but it's like I love the camaraderie and the synergy that we can have. Like, hey, let's just work for our bags. The charts are going to be charting and do what they got to do. But is there anything that we can do as a collective to make sure that we already have that ball kind of rolling so that when the markets do turn back around, we're not waiting around and twiddling our thumbs and then trying to hurry up and go, right? It's better just to keep jogging in place and keep a little motion going before just, then it just being a complete standstill and then, oh, now hurry up and go. It's like, no, let's at least jog in place, okay? Let's go, Moon or Dust. Man, you guys are bullish today, man. You guys are pulling up strong. I like the new people. Deep fried doctor. Okay. We got all types of chicken being fried over here. He's the doctor frying it. Let's go. Okay. Definitely check out XPX. We'll get to that giveaway as well. There's an easy 5K on the table for you guys. I mean, it's the easiest 5K. And we're pulling back. I mean, the rest of the market's pulling back. We're super wrapped to BNB, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's go to Clash. Fam, did we not draw this like way before it happened? Right? No magic guru stuff. We're just trying to identify the trend and just respect it. Just say, you know what? I'm not here to convince the trend. I'm not here to will the trend. If the trend wants to do whatever the trend wants to do, if it walks like a duck and it's quacking like a duck, let's just call it a duck. Let's just, if it's slithering like a snake and rattling like a snake, don't wait for it to bite you to be like, oh, it's a damn snake. It's like, no, it's going down. Okay, we identified the trend. If it's downtrending and it's trending down and is doing downtrend stuff, hey, that's what it did last time, right? And this is where that pattern came to life. And I think a little bit of course, it has to do with the market pulling back. So there's a little bit of that, and also a little bit of the NFT stuff going on. But I would be eyeing to like, hey, right here from this bounce at 25 million, even down here at 17 million, all the way back up to 80 something million. Can you have a Solana on the side for a second? He literally is a doctor. Okay. Okay. All right. Good price to get into Clash? Yes. I think you could DC it all the way into this and then ape in like crazy if it comes down here. You don't want to miss out on it because it can snap from right here, right? George can do something and the markets can snap back. But, you can start to get in little by little, little by little. I just wrote Rico a prescription for Moon or Dust and a side of fried. Hey, that sounds epic, bro. Go ahead, man. Here we go right now. So let's see this downtrend continue. We've been here before. Should we be all like surprised, or should we be all like, oh my God, here we go, 25 million, it's all over. Sell all your Clash. George is not going to keep streaming no more. No. We go, you know what? Last time I hit this 25 million, this thing bounced all the way up to 85 million. I can't even catch a run like that on the fresh play. So I would throw some crazy amount of soul right here at this 25 mil. If you've been missing this, there's some great opportunity. Let's go into the latest and greatest, and then we'll get into Moon or Dust next. I see you guys pulling up strong. You guys are active in the chat. That's all I want to see. Full activity. We got over 843 people live. We're finishing the year strong, and I want you guys to just be ready, man. We got some things cooking. Yeah, we're gonna print no matter what, man. We're gonna have the printer on no matter what. We're gonna turn the printer on. If we gotta, the printer's on. Okay, George to Vegas. Here you go, Clash Vegas party RSVP for holders of Clash, December 6th. I'm here in Vegas. I don't want to dox my wallet. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I might just pull up anyways and crash the party. I wonder if I can crash the party and nobody will, if they would let me crash the party sneakily like that, right? Just be like, hey, I live here. What's up? I think we got ourselves, what is this? A 67 Impala or Caprice? I think this is a 67. All right, so George coming to Las Vegas. You guys know what's up. Hosted by George. Cryptos are us. And I mean, all this little stuff right here is going to be so cool for people. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. The T3 Epic and T4 NFTs are out. Check them out. I think I can get in with just an NFT so I don't have to dox my wallet. I might just do that. I'm not a big NFT person like that, but I haven't been watching it just because I've been doing other stuff getting ready for that venue. But I can ask Delatoshi. Delatoshi, if I get an NFT, is that good enough for a ticket or no? I got to catch up a little. I've just been holding the bag, honestly. I don't even play Clash. I'm just a degen, fam. All the degen mathematics were on point for this. But I haven't purchased NFTs in a hot minute. So, and I haven't been watching it to stay up to date. I know the markets were going to be a little meh, and there was a lot of stuff that I had to do with like the venue coming up. So, just been focused on that. I haven't been really watching all this. But nonetheless, we'll get up to date. I need to find out more about the NFTs. I know it was something along the lines like that. I think you got some Clash. You won some Clash or something. I don't remember. I honestly just don't remember. I got to get updated. I got to update myself. So Maybe we even, if because they're only like one Solana, maybe we'll even do a giveaway on here for some of these. If that's the case, so 1.1 Sol, I mean, we could do something like that, have some fun, like give away one of these NFTs to somebody. I think that would be a pretty fun stream. Maybe, I think so, Rico. On tier one, you may be able to attend, not 100%. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think so. I think it was something like that. I don't know. I don't know what these other ones do, but maybe I can sneak in. I don't know. I'm not doxing my wallet though, but I'm sure it'll be a fun party, and everybody being here will be a lot of fun. And I'm sure there's gonna be more to come. So don't miss out on this. I'm super bullish on this play. I think that it's here to stay, and I think George has been sounding more and more bullish as time has been going on. Like, even with his focus, like he's talking about, like somebody asked him the other day about IFC or something like that. He's like, his main focus is Clash right now. So, you see that almost every video of Cryptos Are Us now is talking about Clash. He has one of the biggest channels. It's going to keep growing. He has massive context. So probably a lot more bullish things to come. I've been seeing a lot of people ask him to list it on a bunch of stuff. I would just let the exchanges list it organically, fam. Because the market makers and all that stuff that goes on behind this stuff, it's like let the exchanges that see the value of the community just list it organically. Otherwise, they just want free tokens and then they put selling pressure. All right, so I think I looked up Moon or Dust the other day. Right here, MOD. So let's go to MOD right now. You guys are in here. You guys got a good looking chart. That's a chart, man. The top tier, but let's crash. Yeah, let's crash the class stream and support. Great idea to do giveaways for that. Yeah. Maybe we could do that, and maybe, yeah. I've been going to some of the streams. Yeah, organic is the best, honestly. It is. It is. Here goes MOD. Damn mod. Check out the website, brother. You listen here, brother. You listen here, brother. So we got Lunar Pump launched on Lunar Pump. So like a pump fun thing, but like lunar stuff. Got it. Got it. Okay, cool. Let's refresh this. I think it froze. I don't think it's your fault. I think it's on this side. Okay, we got Zaggy. Okay, I want to see you pick the dust wallet and degen it all the way to zero. What dust wallet do you want? We could degen some stuff if you guys want. I mean, I do it anyways, so why not? This is the website right here. I mean, it's clean. There's. Let me see how it works. Okay. Inspired by Deal or No Deal. Is it hosted by you, your community, your champion? Let's go to your guys' X account too. Let me see. Come and play. Okay. Maybe we will. Maybe we will, sir. Maybe we will. Maybe we could do a game live on the stream. Let's see. Give them a follow over here at moon underscore or underscore dust 42. Here we go. Are you ready to take on the whales? We are accepting applications for all projects to participate in our prime time or micro cap shows. Go to moonordust.com and click the next step. Become a contestant and follow the instructions. How many of these have you guys done already? Okay, the episode he won 820 in Soul. Sheesh. Only Rose won 120 by playing. All right, Mooner does constantly pushing out content to support our community. All right. I see the concept, making it fun, having people engage, having the live stream and with a token behind it is pretty strong. 9 episodes so far. Not bad. It's been live 18 days. Hit an all-time high of 180. This is not a bad-looking chart, fam, right? Not a bad-looking chart. Let's be honest. I mean, Solana could drag you out of the trenches, and Solana could leave you in the trenches. And, this is just looking good. This is normal movement, and considering the markets, it's looking really good. Chart wise is looking good. I'll probably jump in on one of these and we'll do a deep dive on one of these episodes, get you guys up here where we can do like a whole thing. You guys can talk about exactly what it is and do a full breakdown. Um, but Moon or Dust, man, MOD. I mean, and they got a lot of people in the chat. Great looking chart, 90K market cap. Sometimes in these market conditions when they're like this and it kind of sucks. Well, not kind of sucks. It does suck. Let's be honest. It's not that great. This is sometimes when we actually find these plays that are like, can you believe that we got in at 100K market cap? Or can you believe that we got in, at 400K market cap? And, it's really, really, roaring right now. So great example was, Clash at 360K market cap. We called it. No other KOL was talking about it because obviously they didn't get paid to talk about it. So everybody just ignored it. But I saw a play for everybody that you guys can print on. And that's why we brought it to the table. So, this could be another play right here where we find it at 90K. It's just a slow cook doing its thing. And next, it turns into a really big show, right? Turns into a really big show, and you never know what it can grow into, right? It just takes a community, and you guys obviously have a strong community because the chat's looking really good and the chart's looking really good. So just keep doing what you guys are doing. Let the markets come back to you. Keep doing your spaces. Keep pulling up to these shows, getting that cross-pollination. Don't get tired of pulling up. Pull up every single day. Like, get the chat knowing what, Moon or Dust is about, where people see Moon or Dust so many times that they'll just go and click the Telegram link and go check it out. In marketing, it takes like 8 times before somebody buys something. When you bought those chicken nuggets, you didn't buy them because it was your first idea to buy chicken nuggets. On the way to work, you heard chicken nuggets on the radio. You're pulling into you're pulling into work. Right before that, you see a sign that says buy some chicken nuggets. You're driving back home. You see a billboard. You got a sale on chicken nuggets, and then you're like, you know what? I think I'm in the mood for some chicken nuggets. It's like, no, you weren't. How are you in the mood for this already? So right now, let's get everybody in the mood for MOD. Let's get everybody in the mood for MOD. The more people pull up and keep seeing this Moon or Dust, Moon or Dust, Moon or Dust, the more they'll pull up. Let's bring up some more plays, fam. We're not done. No, we're not done. No, not at all. We got some more plays, and then we're going to talk about XPX. This is the project I launched on Smart DeFi over 16 months ago. We're going to pull it up in just a bit, but we're going to give a couple more projects some exposure. I want to go to Jesus Coin. I want to go to Moon AI. I got Captain BNB up in here. So I got 3 plays lined up for you guys that are super fire, so don't go anywhere. Let's go ahead and jump into Jesus Coin. Then we'll go into Moon AI and Captain BNB. So if you guys can jump into Captain BNB chat, let them know like they're 2 plays away from getting that exposure that they want. Let's get them up in here. We got Jesus Coin right now at $4.8 million market cap. And you guys don't want to miss out on this one. Obviously, we know that this is going to be a strong narrative, a strong meta, because we want retail to come in. And when retail comes in, they're not going to care what the market cap is at. They're not going to be like, hey, Jesus, your market cap's not high enough. I wish Jesus had a better market cap, and then I would buy it. The retail is not going to care. Retail didn't care when they bought Doji Coin, when they bought Dodgy Coin, when they bought Shiba Inu, right? They just loaded up because they had access to it. And access to Jesus Coin is about to continue to keep growing, and more exposure is coming right around the corner to this one. This is a play that went all the way up to, $90 million market cap. And yeah, it's pulled back. And I've told you guys before, we got in right here around 10 because you guys know I like that section. It did pump up to about 40 mil. I think this is the section where things get a lot of fun. So if we can get Jesus Coin back above 5, back above 10 million, some excitement around these areas, breaking 20 million will have everybody saying, man, I should have just bought some of this bag when I had a chance. I should have just bought more of this when I had a chance, because he's been talking about it for a while and I faded it. How could I fade, Jesus Coin? That's crazy. When we know that that's going to be a meta that retail is going to rock with. We got Stevie Crypto with the lightning bolts in the chat. Welcome in, Stevie Crypto. Welcome in. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you with all the voltage in the chat, man. Really appreciate that for sure. Love seeing all these communities come together. We've been having some solid streams. Everybody liking and reposting on X has been so powerful. And I think we all need to understand, it's the least we can do for our bags right now. You better go like and repost this stream. Is your portfolio good? If it's not, you better go like and repost. Quote repost. Like it. Tell somebody about it. Let's get the pump going. Let's get the camaraderie going. And we got Jesus Coin right here, just consolidating. I think this is as low as it can go right here, 4.8 million. Look at the market cap to liquidity ratio. This is a play. We're waiting for retail to come in. We're going to keep building around this. There's going to be some announcements coming very soon. I heard it through the grapevine that there's some pretty cool things coming right around the corner with Jesus Coin. So just letting you guys know, hey, I heard it through the grapevine. Some alpha, something's happening around Jesus Coin very, very soon. So get in, sprinkle it with some ETH. I'm still holding at a higher market cap. I should probably add to my bag and DCA into this floor right here. But I'm still holding from over here. And I'm holding with no problemo. I love seeing all the communities pull up and all the communities showing support. Me too. That's the only way we can get our bags to grow, honestly. Like when the markets are hot, we can act stuck up all we want, but when it's not, we better we better get our act together. So right now, Jesus Coin and is looking really good. Love the space. You guys are having a lot of fun. I love the chat right now. So Jesus Coin looking super bullish. Like I said, get the Captain BNB community here. I know you guys are thriving. Get the Moon AI community here. That's what we're going to next. You know what? Maybe you guys can go get the Moon AI community because Captain BNB is already in here. So let's cover Captain BNB and then we'll go to Moon AI. If you guys are part of the Moon AI community, go to the Telegram. Let them know, hey, might be time to get up in here. Here we go. Captain BNB. I mean, one of the loudest communities. You guys see them in the chat. They got that Thierry play. They got a couple other community plays that they're doing. But this community is vibrant, man. This Captain BNB community should not be ignored, man. Should not be ignored. Okay, if you guys are in Moon AI, jump in that TG. Tell them, hey, there's a lot of people in this space right now in this broadcast. Let's get some eyes right now. Let's get the community active. While everybody's looking around, like, is the market going to hold? Is it going to recover? What's going to happen? It's like, hey, let's just get active, right? Later, Lisa. You have a great day. Here goes Captain B&B, also having a great day. Shout out to Lisa and the amazing community. Everybody pulling up so strong. Appreciate you guys right here. This has been, a community we've been keeping an eye on for a while, and you got to respect the community that just doesn't stop, man. You got to respect the community that doesn't stop. Out of nowhere, it'll pop, fam. Some of the best success stories, even the Shiba Inu ones, some of the best ones is people who are just holding. And when they least, that's why it's important to just only put in what you can and let the market and let the community, let the team do what it's supposed to do. Because a lot of those major success stories were just out of just pure luck and fun. One of my biggest ones was just like, okay, I saw a cat, it looked funny, I got it, Michi. I was on Photon, just got it, super low market cap. It went to 200 and something 90 mil. Like, holy cow. And you never know. And it shook people out at first and then it turned right back around. So Captain B&B definitely going through a shakeout, but I'm bullish on this play because I'm bullish on the community. You guys let me know if you guys are also bullish on the community. This is the floor of it right now. Don't see it going much lower than this $2 million market cap, and it'll have its pop, man, and just got to do the same thing, man. I just can't wait for some of these to actually do it really soon as well, because we see the pattern all the time with the 5, 10, $20 million market cap, and we're due up for that. We're due up for that for sure. We're definitely due up for that. So Captain B&B, you guys want that pop again? You guys want some of that? It's right here around these psychological barriers, that $5 million market cap, that $20 million market cap, and you break that and everybody starts to FOMO in. So let's hold this line together. Let's build up the chart and let's break some of these psychological barriers that when we do that, we see what happens. It gets exciting. Even right here, when we book past it, we shot right up. So if you want to see some of that action, we know the markets are tough right now. Let's DCA, let's build the floor. And then when we can break past some of these market caps, we'll have people, aping in all over again. Shout out to Captain B&B and their community. Let's go to Moon AI next. Man, hitting all-time high after all-time high, having some pullbacks. Obviously, the markets are scaring everybody, so some people are trying to scrape things off the table really quick. But I would not sleep on this play. I don't think Pablo Crow does these plays for a $1.4 million market cap. That's not what he's doing it for. He's not doing this for a $1.4 million market cap play. And right now, people are kind of, paper handing it a little bit, not realizing that even with the downtrend in B&B, even with everything that's going on, it's holding really good. Why? It's a fresh play. It's hot on B&B right now. The community's, very vibrant and everybody's pushing hard. It's got that Moon AI narrative. So let's go to X and see exactly what's going on over here. Keep you guys posted on the latest and greatest, fresh off the press, the Moon AI Is it the best? Here we go. They had a stream yesterday. Woo, look at this broadcast. 61,000 people on this broadcast. That's wild. Make sure you guys don't miss out on this. 2 hours and 12 minutes. Ooh, renounce the contracts as promised after burning the team tokens. We just renounced the contract. So Moon AI contract renounced right there. This was 16 hours ago. AI plus Moon equals me. Hello. There you guys go. I know you guys like anime. Don't play. Don't play. Here you guys go. Trending number one on Dex Tools as well. That was nice. Nice little play right there. And still, I mean, doing relatively well with even the current conditions in the space right now. With the current conditions in the space right now, you're seeing this one hold really strong. What does it do when the market starts to pick up and just thrive even that much harder? We've seen some of these Pablo Crow plays go into $20 million market cap on a regular. So it's like, I would like to see that again. Who wouldn't like to see this go into, what we've seen with some of the other plays? Maybe it goes to 5, maybe it goes to 10. But we know that if it breaks that 10, man, we've seen these plays where they go 15, 20, 30, $40 million market cap. And that's where a little bit of money can turn into a lot of bit of money if you're patient. It doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it does, not all the time. But this could be one of those plays that, can we say this is a great looking chart right now? This is not. This is a good looking chart in a, market that's testing everybody. Testing everybody. 3.53. Still pulling back. Let me check on this really quick. Nothing too special happening over here as well. Like I said, market's just testing. I'm just scanning really quick. Okay. So market's still pulling back. You see BNB at 993, and when BNB's back at 1300 or breaking all-time high, what does that do to the price of Moon AI or other BNB plays? They pump a lot higher. So this is Moon AI, fam. Great looking chart on the BNB side. You guys probably don't want to miss out for that. Let's see this thing. I already got it marked up. Some of these breakouts, 5 million, 10 million, and everybody starts to have a little smirk on their face. And if the rest of the market starts to turn around, we'll see some of that action happen. All right. Let's go over here to the next play as well. Let me party platform stop streaming. Let me turn this back on for a second, just so we can stream on party as well. Okay, cool. Moon AI looking great, man. Looking great. Let's go to another play. We had a cool old play. This one was a little bit of fun as well. And then we're going to get into XPX. This one's holding right here at 103. Man, we got in right here, 200K market cap. It pumped up, and the market's just been testing this. And you look at Sui. Sui's just been in a nonstop, getting smacked around. Look at Sui now at $2.07. When we first started calling this play, Sui was a lot higher. Sui was already up here, closer to $3, doing pretty good. Now it's at $2. These things always pull back, man. Do you think we can get over that 200 moving average this week? Man, I want us to. Boy, do I want us to. Right now, we still got some work to do. As long as I don't see a sell signal on the monthly chart, we're still good to go. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear that. That one song, once the market's over, it's going to be like, nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. And then you bring it down low. You go, na 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 na, na na na, and then you bring it back up. Hey, that might happen, but we're not there yet. I appreciate you guys letting me have some fun. I know I can't sing. My voice is too deep for that, but nonetheless, we're gonna have some fun with this, man. The markets are the market, so we're gonna have some fun. My bad if I broke some glass with that, but markets are still testing everybody. So we're seeing, this being tested as well. Kulos pulling back, Sui's pulling back. Maybe we get some more Sui in our wallet. We load up some more Kulo. This is a solid play to take a look at. They're still producing a lot of content. They're active every single day. This is just a play that, like a lot of the other ones, that we can just break certain little market caps and get some of that momentum going. There's not that much competition. There's not that much competition when it comes to the Sui chain right now as far as meme coins. So, if we can get something like this going, some excitement like this, and the market on the same time, I would really enjoy. And maybe this is one of those plays that we find super early. So keep an eye on Kulo and keep an eye on the Sui chain altogether. You know, it can't just keep, you know, it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. Sui, it's just on a discount price, down 21% of the week. I mean, there you guys go. You're going to feel some of that downward pressure. Let's go to Smart DeFi next. Let's go to XPX. Welcome in, fam. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys a ton. Let's start off right here. Like I said, one of the best looking daily charts in the space, of course. You guys know what's up. We're holding really strong, looking really good. Chart looking really good. Hey, just like everybody else, we're going through it as well. This is the project I launched with a team of guys that, you know, that's David, Marlon, Ali, and an amazing community now built around, you know, launching this project on Smart DeFi called XPaceX that focuses on all things off ramps. We've already done over 6 figures in paid orders and it's growing even more. And I've been testing some real world utility that you guys are really going to like. Been testing it the last couple days. That I know a lot of you guys are going to use. A lot of people have been begging for, and that's right around the corner. But let's talk about a little bit about the smart contracts that we have right now, and then we'll go into a little bit of what XPX is about. And we're going to talk about a 5K giveaway and our X account that you guys can follow, like that you guys can stay up to date with what we got going on. So as far as the smart contract side goes, we launched XPaceX, XPX on Smart DeFi. This gave everybody staking right out the gate. This gave us asset backing, which is this lower line that you guys see down here. So the XPX tokens are backed with wrap BNB. Let me bring this up right here. Of course, I messed this up. And you guys see this right here. You guys can take out a loan also. But what it does is also just makes the price of XPX really stable, because part of the tokenomics is to put asset backing. And asset backing, what that means is backing XPX up with more BNB, okay? And we're going to get into how much we've actually backed XPX up with and how much BNB is actually in the asset backing pool and what you guys can actually do with it. But this is what this baseline price is for XPX. So right out the gate, we had the staking tool, letting you guys compound stake without locking periods, no shenanigans, no games. Buy a bag of XPX, stake your XPX, get more XPX. And then, like I said, the asset backing did two things. Of course, it stabilized price and allows you guys to, you know, your assets, your XPX tokens being backed with BNB, but it also does something pretty cool, which it allows us to take 30-day interest-free loans against the asset-backed value of the BNB of your XPX tokens, right? So you guys can take a 30-day interest-free loan. You're like, hey, I don't want to sell my XPX, but I want to, my tire just popped or my alternator just went out. I need to, off ramp some crypto. I need to do it for emergency. I would like for the majority of people taking out these loans are most likely not doing it to be a degen and get wrecked. Most likely they're doing it because they need it for some real world activities, because it makes sense, right? That's what people use loans for and stuff, or possibly some other investments, but hopefully not too degenerate. 30-day interest-free loans. What can you do with these 30-day interest-free loans? Well, with a project like XPX, you guys can come to xpxpay.com and you guys can register an account and start to off-ramp your cryptocurrencies. 70 different cryptocurrencies on multiple blockchains. You guys can off-ramp right over here at xpxpay.com. We got some more utility around the corner that's going to be extremely bullish. Another widget that is going to be added to this. The marketing team is already getting media around this, and wheels are already starting, and we're doing some IRL testing. This is something that you guys are going to see in the coming months. Getting a bag of XPX right now is an easy entry. We've been live for over 16 months with real utility that you guys can use right now, whether it's the virtual cards on your phone, you know, tap to pay feature with the Visa cards, depending what country you're in, or whether it's the MasterCards, over 170 countries, allowing you to off-ramp over 70 different cryptocurrencies on multiple blockchains, or non-KYC bill payments, allowing you to convince somebody who doesn't believe in crypto and say, you know what, you don't believe in crypto? Let me pay your electric bill. I'm going to pay with Solana. I'm going to pay with Bitcoin. I'm going to pay with Baby Doge. I'm going to pay with this or that and the third. And you guys can go ahead and show everybody what crypto's all about. Okay, maybe not that way. Maybe you guys want to show them a different way. Maybe you guys want to buy somebody a gift. You guys want to use that, 30-day interest-free loan feature. You want to take your lady out to dinner. You want to take Rico out to dinner. You take out a 30-day interest-free loan. You don't want to sell your XPX, but you're like, you know what? Let's go out and get something nice, Let's go get some of those wings that you was talking about. And you guys can come over here, either DoorDash it to your house, do a Netflix and chill, or, go out to eat. And you guys can use your crypto right now at xpxpay.com. If you plan on being financially free, you better be free to spend your finances. You better have this ace in your pocket. You should have this one up your sleeve no matter what, whether you're ready to do the off ramping right now or not. This would be a great way to get yourself registered, register your business. If you plan on your business being successful and possibly having employees later on, let me know so we can upgrade your business account and also allow you to do payroll, which allows you to pay your employees in one order, one bulk send order, saving gas fees. And you could use it even for other stuff. Honestly, honestly, if you're smart enough and you needed to do a lot of orders, I would have an account over here because this pay portal is basically a glorified wallet. Okay, this is basically a wallet on steroids that allows you to uh, basically off ramp your cryptocurrency. So come over here to XPXPay. And if you guys want this one right here where you guys can connect with your wallet, I advise that you guys register all the way so you guys can use a lot of features, but you can register also with your wallet. Here goes dash.xpxpay.com. Over 6 figures in paid orders. We're going to keep growing this thing. We got a limousine business, a smoke shop. We got real businesses using this, and we're going to continue to expand this as well. So this is why I'm saying that XPX at this market cap right now, 913 and some change, maybe a little bit lower with the pullback into space. This is an easy entry on the play that's already been live for over 16 months, providing staking rewards to people. The burn has been 17.4% burned, and then also the asset backing that we were going to talk about. Let's go into this, and then we'll talk about that 5K giveaway. We'll talk about Just Shop Crypto and a little bit more. I appreciate you guys pulling up so strong in the stream. We got over 1K viewers, 1,100 people live. It's crazy. So thank you guys. Here goes that asset backing. So most projects don't even have this in liquidity. We have 59.5 BNB in asset backing. That's that pool that you guys can take a loan out against, a 30-day interest-free loan, or just keep it. You know, if you guys want to keep it, you guys just burn the tokens. You guys don't even put a sell on the chart. You guys don't want to pay the loan back. Just let the tokens burn, and you don't have to. But the fact that we have 59.5 BNB in asset backing, and we've been live for over 16 months. I'm the one who launched it on Smart DeFi with this amazing team and this amazing community. This is the easiest place to park some BNB and let BNB do what it's going to do, and let us do what we're going to do, because all roads lead to payments. If you make it in the NFT market, cool, you're going to off ramp your crypto. Don't you got to put gas in your car? Okay. If you make it in the meme coin space, all right, don't you got bills to pay? Or is it when you make it in the meme coin space, you no longer got bills to pay? You're excluded from paying bills because you're a meme coin millionaire? Is that what you're telling me? No, you still got bills to pay. Pay your bills. Whether you're a utility play, RWA, it does not matter. All roads lead to payments. You are not excluded from having to pay. And the fact that we have this utility with over 6 figures in paid orders already, this is going to continue to grow. We've already laid our foundation. XPX is here to stay, and our smart contracts are thick. When you look at our market cap to liquidity ratio, should not be ignored. And then when you look at this ace up the sleeve, that we have $59,000 in asset backing at current BNB prices, right? When BNB was at 1,300, this was $78,000 when BNB was at $1,300, right? When BNB was hitting all-time highs, this was $78,000. And what does that do? That automatically pumps our chart. That automatically drives us up even higher because we're even more wrapped with BNB. But it gives us this tool that it's definitely not priced in the chart, a project that's letting you take out loans and then off-ramp it onto a MasterCard and use it into the real world. I've been in crypto since 2017. I've been a YouTuber since 2021. I know that this utility is something that all of you guys are going to need. Come over here to Smart DeFi as well. Come give some of the other projects some love. There's a lot of great projects over here. You guys definitely don't want to miss out. There's the Noma token doing RWA. You guys can check them out. You got the Space Penguins, and they're doing everything that they say they're doing. Go check out the Space Penguins. They're doing everything that they say, man. They're actually doing it. You got your charity tokens. You got your off-ramp solution token with XPX. Right, over 74% staked. What? That's bullish. You got your Noma token right here doing RWAs in Kenya, and you got Fake token, the governance token that, you know, launched Smart DeFi. So very, very easy. Very, very easy for you guys to tap into whatever you guys like over here, whether it's a meme coin or whether it's a utility play. You guys got a lot of options over here. Okay, so So very nice, very nice. If you guys can come check out all the plays over here, like I said, they're looking extremely bullish. We got some really crazy alpha that's about to begin release soon, Stevie. That's massive as far as I'm not gonna even hint too much, but we got something big coming out right around the corner. We got something big, and yeah, we got our Mastercards going, and yeah, I got some alpha it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be pretty fire. It's actually looking really, really good. So I'm excited for that because it's gonna give us a lot more options, and you guys are gonna see it's something that people have been begging for almost like. Rico, when are you gonna do this? Rico, when are you guys gonna be able to do this? Are you guys gonna be able to do that? It's like, okay, we're about to do that very, very soon. Let's talk about what we got going on. Then we're gonna talk about Just Shop Crypto. We'll jump into this 5K giveaway. Thank you guys so much. This is a solid stream, man. You guys been having me pumped up, and I'm gonna return the favor. Trust me, man. I'm gonna grow your guys' wallets in this space. Right now, the market's just being brutal. But watch how you guys have been turning up for these streams and everything going on. We're gonna grow your wallets, man. We're gonna keep our karma super on point. So at XPX token right now, you guys can get a bag. I would go to smartdefi.com and get a bag. It's the easiest place to get a bag right now for uh for XPX because you can stake it and start to make passive income. And at $2 million market cap, we all win. You know, the person who wins the 5K, but also everybody holding XPX also wins, right? So let's go to the X account right here. 5K giveaway at $2 million market cap. We're just about at $1 million market cap. So really not that far away in crypto regards on how fast crypto moves. And we move with the market. XPX, the last downturn that you guys see is exactly when the rest of the market was pulling back. It was not like it was only XPX that was the only one pulling back. So I'm looking forward to when we see BNB pulling back. We got all that asset backing. We got a great market cap to liquidity ratio. I have no doubt that we'll start to turn right back around. And everybody who got an entry right now at these prices, I mean, $100, 5 entries, that's easy. That's an easy entry. $500, 30 entries, or you're trying to secure that bag and win that 5K for sure. 1,070 entries, and you guys can secure that 5K at $2 million market cap. All of our bags have gone up. So you made money from your passive income, and maybe you're even that winner that takes it all at $2 million market cap. Super bullish. Let me share this right here. If you guys can give this main account a follow, greatly appreciate it. The more we grow this account, the easier it is for me to grow your bags, man. That's what we're trying to do. Let's scroll down a little bit right here. Something bullish, man. Shout out to this, man. We've been working on this for a while. I've been, grinding. Here was that Just Shop Crypto video. Woo, that's just, woo. Let me show you guys. We'll talk about Just Shop Crypto in a second. Toma. The Amazon of crypto, man. I mean, people sleeping on it, man. We're going to talk about the Amazon of crypto in just a second. That Just Shop Crypto, which is not called XPX merch, crypto merch, XPX merch. No, we're not calling it that, right? We're not calling it. Just Shop Crypto. That's how we're starting it off, okay? Just shopthecrypto.com, okay? But I got something I want to invite you guys to. If you guys are rocking with me, man, I'm turned up with you guys. Even with the markets pulling back and doing what the markets do, it's like whatever, man. Do what you guys do. We get stopped out. You're not gonna win all the time. Things happen. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. At least we don't want it to be, right? Here goes another venue that I want you guys to. If you guys are in the San Diego area, let me know, because we're going to be at this venue, and I've heard that some of the merch is touching down already that we sent over there, which I'm excited about because we get to talk about XPX here. I'm going to be in my element, man. I had so much fun at the Rare Evo, man. I had so much fun at the Bitcoin 2025 conference. I can't wait for the next one next year. And man, we just thrive in there. We got new holders in XPX. We got new investors in XPX. We got new companies. We got new projects interested in what we do. And it comes from these little venues like this. So we're going to be at the Skylight venue in San Diego on November 20th. If you guys are going to be in the area, let me know. So not only can we do the venue, but maybe we could turn up a little bit. I don't know if you guys are down to turn up a little bit. I don't know if we got to, how pro we got to be, but man, it's a one-day event. We can have fun. And then what about the next day? What? Let's have some fun, fam. So the Skylight venue in San Diego, and honestly, I want to see this. I want to see this venue do really good, and where it turns into a thing, right? Where it turns into a crypto thing. Where I'm here in Las Vegas, and I'm not that far from San Diego. So if this can turn into like a cool little event, where obviously it's fun doing the crypto stuff here in Vegas, but we can touch some boots on the ground over there in San Diego. I know my bro Action is in the area over there. Maybe I can link up with him from Gen Zio Media, which we did an interview with them, and that's what all this stuff opens up, man. That's what a lot of people want to see. Like it's going to be like something that turns around right away. Is like you got to keep making these contacts happen, and then something good will come out of it. Okay. And a lot of great things are going to come out of it. So come give us a follow over here at XPX Token. We got this venue coming up November 20th, which is the latest and greatest. And we do got some utility being tested that's probably going to be released after this venue. So make sure that you guys are ready for that. And then I got something else for you guys that we're going to talk about that's extremely bullish. Yes, it is extremely bullish. It is Just Shop Crypto, fam. Yes, it is Just Shop Crypto. And let me actually jump into it like this. We'll go to Just Shop Crypto, show you guys what we got going on. And we're not too far off from having the next project listed on here and the next exposure to more communities. We should update this as well. The limited edition before we run out. You guys better get this. I'm about to put a message after the stream. Maybe the limited edition merch is time to come down. So if you guys are going to buy this merch before we take it down, this will be the time to go ahead and tap into this merch, because maybe when Marlon gets a little bit of time, the spooky season is over. So maybe it's time to switch to the next design of the limited merch. Okay. And you guys are like, well, whose merch is this? What merch is going on? Is this XPX merch? No, it's my merch. It's your merch. It's everybody's merch. This is Just Shop Crypto. This is the Amazon of cryptocurrency. And somebody might be like, well, you're crazy. Well, you know what? They said Jeff Bezos was crazy as well when he was only shipping books from Amazon. And now you guys buy all your stuff from Amazon, right? So right now we're starting off with merch. And that's why you guys don't see no Just Shop Merchy Merch, XPX Merchy Merch.com. It's none of that. It's Just Shop Crypto.com, because it is going to be all things crypto.com. And we got our foot in the door with the merch, and we got a lot of great projects. And the reason why we got a lot of great projects is because I'm a firm believer in breaking out of your echo chamber, doing your best to avoid getting too tribalistic in the space where you cut yourself off. People say, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know, but yet nobody's trying to meet anybody, and everybody's got a bunch of barriers up, and they're acting like some kind of lost tribe that nobody knows, and anybody who gets close gets a bunch of arrows to their face, right? It's like, all right, you guys keep saying it's not what you know, it's who you know, but have you guys met anybody new lately? Have you guys been networking at all? Have you guys broken out of your echo chamber, or is it just the same people repeating the same stuff? So this is a great way for you guys to get some cross-pollination. I'm going to talk about some of the projects on here, give them that deserved exposure that they deserve. We'll start off with the veteran token right at the top, a token designed around helping veterans. So here you guys go. Just Shop Crypto having a real-world impact through a project that is doing real-world activities with this veteran token, helping out real veterans. And the developer is a veteran himself. So if you guys want to support veterans in one way or another, this is their website right here. This is a great way to show you guys, hey, Just Shop Crypto is not bound to Web3, and it's already having a real world impact right here with the veteran token. So shout out to the veteran token. You guys learn more about them right there. Do not miss out on the veteran token. Let's go on to the next one. Where did I put it? Right here. Shout out to Veteran Token. Let's go on to the next one. We're going to go on to the Crypto Breakfast Club. We're just going to go down the list and make it easy. We got the Crypto Breakfast Club. Shout out to these guys. They hold spaces, I think, around 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. You guys can catch them talking about Ondo. They love their Ondo, which they weren't wrong about that one. I know it's pulling back, but seeing, Tesla and all these other stocks being able to be traded on Ondo through the Binance Smart Chain, something's up right there. And they love their Ondo and their RWA. And these guys, this is a great way to get some new eyes on your project. It can't just be nothing but meme coin spaces you're going to. And yeah, they talk meme coins and they talk this, but this is a nice little space to get some, some just not the normal crypto bro looking at your play, right? And get some whales that can hold a bag and let you cook if you're actually building something. So buy a Crypto Breakfast Club snapback, tag the Crypto Breakfast Club, say, hey, I just bought a shirt. The crypto, grab your crypto dough shirt or a snapback from Just Shop Crypto. I want to say, man, I can't wait to tune into your guys' next space and get some exposure on what you guys got going on. Notice this cross-pollination going on. Here goes the next project that we're talking about. We got so far the veteran token, real world impact. We got Crypto Breakfast Club, which is a KOL zone for you guys. Answer Z's question, please. Will you be showing your feet at the event? That's funny, Sharon. We're gonna have some flip flops there. You guys never know. Stay tuned. You guys never know. I don't. My feet are not tore up. I'm glad. I've even gotten complimented from Usually men have some crazy looking hobbit feet or something, but I think from going to military school and they really put it in you to it's important to take care of your feet in the field and like change your socks and be on point with that. I don't have the where my nails look like they're made out of wood and stuff like that. You got some guys that you look like you can carve a wooden spoon out of that toenail because no offense to anybody's wooden toenail either. Just that I don't want to fight because we got to say this, right? But I think it was and maybe if it wasn't for military school and going there and eventually working there and being there so long that it's just something that you learn right in the beginning every time you do the boot camp thing, and it's something that you teach everybody because man, you get a messed up foot out in the woods. You ain't trying to have to do saw on yourself, right? So you got to escape the woods and you got to cut off a foot because it's turning green on you. So but maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that if we make it to the beach. We'll see what's up. But let's go to Kendu. This is a great community as well. So far we got the veteran token. We got CVC, a space place where you guys can go to, these spaces and talk to a lot of different people. We got the Kendu community, a project that hit $280 million, not 28 million, $280 million market cap. And Coinbase even made posts about Kendu. So I would not sleep on Kendu. I really would not sleep on Kendu. It has a lot of potential and it has a very strong and vibrant community. I know that they got a lot of things going on around the scenes and coming out very soon as well. Get you guys a Kendu shirt and tag these guys. Say, hey, what's up, Kendu fam? Much love and respect. Just tag them. I mean, $10, fam. Go buy a Kendu shirt. Tag them in it. It's gonna make them feel great about getting listed on Just Shop Crypto. It's $10. You guys are gonna buy. You guys probably do that in the first aisle when you guys walk into Target and put something in the cart that doesn't even belong in the cart, and you'll get your merch right away. You guys can tag these people, and it's supporting the ecosystem, supporting the Kendu ecosystem as well, and getting some of that cross pollination. Right now, all cards are on the table when the markets are like this. Here we go. XPX accessories. You guys know this is pretty fun. This is the flip flops. We got some of the crew talking about right now. Got some hats, some pins. We're going to be sharing this as well. We got some of this stuff to give out at the venue, which I'm excited about. We also got the women's collection. We're having a bid to see who's going to be the first one to buy the leggings. And the guys are seeming like they're going to beat the girls to it, which XPX yoga leggings. There you guys go. Let's see who's going to be the first one to make a bold statement uh, in the XPX yoga pants. Here you guys go. XPX yoga pants. It's been a topic in the of conversation lately in the XPX TG. We'll see who's ready to go viral with these purple leggings on. Oh man. Oh my god. All right, so nonetheless, we got that, right? XPX is on here. And of course, last but definitely not least, we got Zach Humphreys, fam. Here we guys come over here. You guys know who Zach Humphreys is. He's got over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and just been a solid place of a solid KOL influencer, YouTuber, whatever you guys want to call him, where you guys can get some a good source of information. You guys can get the real from him, and you guys go tap in with him. Check out his newsletter as well and give him a follow. Buy this. I mean, $12, $16. That's easy sitting on the table. Load up on that. Tag Zach Humphrey. Say, hey, Zach, I just copped some of this. I really like it. Zach, I want to tag you, want to support your newsletter. I want to support what you're doing and what you've been doing for the space. Because let's be honest, nobody's got anything bad to say about Zach Humphreys, right? And the fact that we got Zach Humphreys on here, we also got the Crypto Breakfast Club on here. We got a couple projects on here and a couple more to be listed. Really shows you how this Just Shop Crypto is really turning into something really big. And the merch sells, fam. I'm not just saying that. The merch is selling. So you guys get some of this merch. Don't miss out on it. Be part of our cult with us. And it's really this little movement that we're doing. It's just cross pollination. It's a marketing machine on steroids for all of us, so we don't get stuck, on Easter Island on accident, and people forget about how it was all done, right? So here we guys go. Come check out Just Shop Crypto. Very, very cheap prices for some of the stuff, and a great way to get some cross pollination on your guys' favorite projects. So super solid stream. I mean, maybe you guys, it's okay with you guys. I know we've been saying a lot longer than the hour mark. Hopefully that doesn't bother you guys. I know we usually wrap it up at the hour. I try to respect everybody's time into space and not just, have a 3 hour session. But, lately we've been around that hour and a half, 2 hour mark. I really appreciate you guys supporting the whole time, like and reposting. We're getting a lot of attention from a lot of other projects. So it's actually working. And right now, I mean, with the markets, how they are, it's probably one of the best things we can do is grow our exposure, grow our social presence, and keep building until we get that snap back in the market. But right now, the markets are testing everybody. You can scroll down, just about everything is red. So don't feel like that you're the one being picked on, or you picked the wrong play, or your play's not good. No, BTC's pulling back, BNB's pulling back, XRP's pulling back. All of these things are pulling back. So it's not you. It's not nothing you did. You're not doing it wrong. Maybe take a step back if you're trading futures, and let the markets come back to you. Right now, it's in a downtrend, right? You got Solana pulling back really hard as well. Um, let's just be patient and wait to get back over that 200 moving average. Let's just take a peek at it. I would like to get back above it, at least at the hour chart, fam. Like, can we get above it on the hourly chart? Because up here, this was, what was this? 112. Let's get above it on the hourly chart, and maybe we'll see some bullish momentum. But as we can see on the hourly chart, we still got that bearish momentum. The markets are still pretty bearish, even when we come to a lower time frame, all the way down to the 15-minute chart, super low time frame, pure degen mode. You got this right here. I mean, from over here underneath the 200 moving average, still, bearish momentum in this downtrend. So quite a bit of work for the market to do right now, and I think we can all agree, we can all feel it the way it feels. And that's why I'm saying, seeing the space have these type of numbers and everything you guys are doing, I really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely epic. The streams have been doing fantastic. We're getting exposure to a lot of new projects, and that's what it's all about. I also want to show something. If you guys are wondering how I'm using this indicator, if you guys are curious, whose indicator, why am I using this indicator, where can I get this indicator, and it comes with all these moving averages. If you don't want to buy a premium account on TradingView, because it costs, okay, this is not the same TradingView when I first got on crypto in 2017. I mean, they would let you open up as many tabs, you could have as many indicators. Now they're super strict. It's crazy. They make more money, and it's like McDonald's, a billion served and the prices keep going up. It's like, you guys got it already. Come on, man. And that's what we got right now with what we got going on with Aster and all these other prices. But I'm going to go into Blunt House indicator. I want to do you guys justice with this indicator. Like I was saying, that's what I was saying. TradingView has all these different packages. They cost a lot. And you usually can only have like 3 indicators now. If you get this Blunt House indicator, you get to have all of these indicators. It's actually cheaper if you plan on purchasing an account through TradingView. I think it's actually cheaper to get the indicator, the cheapest account, because you get the volume profile, you get the T line and the 5 EMA, you get the 20 moving average, you get the 50 moving average, you get the 200 moving average, you get the 100 moving average, and you even get the 1000 moving average. You can't put that many moving averages on your TradingView account right now. It won't let you. So getting this indicator, you get all those moving averages plus the volume profile and this amazing indicator that on the daily chart on BTC or even on Aster, and we should have listened to this one. Boy, we're learning our lesson, aren't we, Saphir? Up here, it was saying get out. At 182, it said, hey, just get out, man. Sell signal. And how amazing this would have been. Blunt House script is legit, and that's why I want everybody to have it. Honestly, I wouldn't feel right if I was just keeping this information to myself. A lot of people are, I'm not getting paid to do this or anything. I don't push things on you guys. I don't do that, right? I do my own thing. But I think that if you guys are, especially right now with how the market is, this will be a good time to, send Blunt a DM and say what's up to him. I'll post his website. Like I said, you guys know I don't be really pushing anything on you guys. But I think that this indicator, say, hey, Rico sent me over here. DM him down here on this website. I'm about to post it right now. I'm like, hey, I like your indicator. What do I got to do to try this out? What are the steps? And he's a very nice guy, and who knows, hook you up and stuff like that. So get this thing going and give you a where you guys can try it out. And right now, while the markets are shaking everybody about, why not just be doing some studying? Why not work on yourself? You can't work on the chart to go up. So maybe it's time to work on Rico, right? Maybe it's time to work on Saphir. Maybe it's time to work on Delatoshi. Maybe it's time to work on yourself, right? Because it can't be just that way all the time, right? And I think sometimes you have to find time to stop scrolling up and say, I'm only studying. I'm doing the thing I don't want to do. I'm going to do the boring gig right now. I'm just going to do what I got to do. And that's all I'm going to do right now. And right now, I think it's a good time to spend a little bit of time just to educate yourself in the market so you're not being thrown around everywhere. We also pull up to Blunt's. I'm going to bring up his X account as well. Shout out to this man. We also, this is his X account. We also do some streams on his, um, we do some streams in the Feg token chat. So you guys don't want to miss out on that for sure. And this is where you guys can get some of this alpha right here. I mean, you guys can, you want to be able to learn this, right? Boom, sell right here, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. Don't you want to catch these runners like this? Let me see. Let me see where this price was at before we leave out of here, actually. We're about to do just something really quick. We got 1,200 people, so this is what I'm shilling to you guys. I want you guys to check this out. Look at this in SPX, 1 hour. Okay, this was the 30th. Let me show you guys what's up. Let me open a new tab right here. Not the crypto project. Okay, let's go right here. Let's go to the 1 hour. Here you guys go. This is what he was showing. This is that sell signal right here. You know, you go to the 4 hour chart. This was the next one he was showing. Still got a buy signal. If it can print that sell signal down here, it starts trading into these gaps. And look at what's down here. This 200 moving average is right where this gap is at. So let's go to the daily next. Daily still pretty bullish, actually. But this is exactly what he was seeing right here. And it's bouncing off this 50 moving average. If it can, it's 1 hour. Here goes that 50 moving average buy signal right here. But if it fails this thing, this is where it turns into the runner. You know, this is where you get a runner to the downside, and you'll see it come down to the 6,700, most likely coming down to this, 200 moving average. If it breaks underneath the 200 moving average, you're most likely going to get your sell signal on your 4 hour chart. And this is where it all starts to fall apart. The last time he did this, the last time he posted a little picture like this, it was spot on. Now, I'm not going to say, and what he says and what I say is not financial advice, right? But what I will say is the last time he printed a little picture like that, man, that thing was, it was on there. It was on there. And yeah, we'll keep doing that. So make sure you guys keep pulling up. He also does, like I said, some live streams in the Feg Telegram. You guys don't want to miss out for that. He also has some links for you guys right here, non KYC exchanges that you guys can exchange, use your crypto, and stay low key while you guys are trading your crypto and not have to worry about Uncle Sam, right? So you guys can do that non KYC right there and do your thing. Also, give me a follow. I mean, greatly appreciate all you guys engaging. You guys are absolutely amazing. At Rico Money Mags. Make sure you guys give me a follow. Let's continue to grow this account. The more it grows, the more it's going to grow your guys' bags. That's what it's going to do. And then be ready, man. We got some things coming up. When the markets turn around, we're going to fire some things along. So growing this as much as we can grow it is super crucial so we can have a really big impact. You guys are going to thank me later on. So continue to engage with this channel. You guys are not going to want to miss out on this, what's coming around the corner. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think a lot of you guys are going to make a lot of money. And I think a lot of you guys are going to really enjoy that, right? So the fact that we have these super impactful streams that people cannot ignore and it keeps growing and we're seeing a lot of new people pull up really shows where we can really take this thing to the next level. The markets are just currently giving us a run for our money. We'll keep an eye on the market. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Solid stream, over an hour and a half long, man. Super, super solid. I got the Nas energy drink going right through me, so I want to have a rest of a great day. That's what we're going to do. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Apply Blunt House and learn the language 100%, man. Oh my God. We've been a little crazy sometimes. I've done it. I dibbled and dabbled and said, you know what? Let me try the thing that doesn't work again. So, oh my God. And that's why we got some things, some of these filters that we talk about, fibs, fractals, and filters to keep our emotions in check. Otherwise, we'll talk ourselves into some crazy stuff, man. We're human. We'll talk ourselves into some crazy things. And that's why we need something that's a mathematical language that is not biased towards human emotion and is just simply calculating this for us. Otherwise, we start putting all our feelings in it and then we get wrecked, right? And we don't want that, all right? So, right here, let's use some of these indicators so we can stay cutthroat on the market and monetize it on the breakouts or monetize it on the breakdowns and leave it alone when it's trading to the right. That chop zone, just leave it alone. And I think that's a great time to get your study game on, tap into some things and refine something because we still got some work to do in the charts. I appreciate you guys pulling up. Saphir, you're absolutely amazing. Delatoshi, all the gorillas that pulled up, the XPX community, much love and respect to the whole crypto market. I know it's testing us and some of us might feel a little bit depleted, but the fact that we're still pulling up and we're still here really, really says a lot. So let's keep the consistency going. You know, that's what it's really all about. Slow motion is better than no motion. So let's make sure that we keep that motion going. What's up, my brother Gene? What's up, man? Great show. Thanks for your time, energy, and knowledge. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys give me that follow button and, you know, keep pulling up. We grind nonstop 24/8. This is what we love to do, and we're going to keep doing this thing. Like, comment, and subscribe. You guys can't do that. Continue to come back and experience the